tar sand process starts with making a wicked ugly scar on the earth. For all this destruction, only 5% of the sand taken boils down to crude oil. The tar sand is crushed, enormous amounts of water is added. The mix is then heated to separate the bitumen from the water and sand. 2 barrels of water are poisoned for each barrel of crude oil. The poisoned water and sludge is pumped into open pits to pollute local water supplies and harm the health of the locals. Next, because the resulting crude oil is so thick it will not flow until mixed with other light oil products. Notice crude is virtually too expensive to produce, but they are trying to do it anyway. They already have a pipeline, Keystone Phase 1, but it's too small for them at 30 inches and goes to Illinois refineries. The Midwest is loaded with oil and the price is low. So their business plan for tar sand profits is a disaster. So in a nutshell, they need to add a bigger 36-inch pipeline to increase their volume by 20% so they can get it directly to Gulf Coast than to foreign markets for a higher price per barrel. Also, lighter crude from the North Dakota fields will also use this expanded pipe. So to make money, they must get the dilbit poison all the way to Houston, Texas refineries for easy shipment out of the country. Now this sticky, toxic, caustic mass full of sulfur is ready to be pushed under high pressure into a pipe. A pipe proposed to be built on land taken by eminent domain by a foreign country corporation. A pipe laying on one of the largest and most important food production water aquifers in the country. Water supply for 2 million people and 20 to 30 billion in food production annually. This pipe will not stand up to the corrosive dilbit goo, just adding more mess to the routine 250 pipeline spills yearly in the country. When the pipe leaks, the goo separates and the lighter poisons seep into the water table. The benzene goes into the air, and the heavy bitumen poisons the surface land and streams. So why are the Republicans in such a frenzy for this moronic pipeline scheme? The legislative supporters have their own pipeline, filled by the oil industry and Koch brothers' financial interests. It is not the lie about jobs or energy independence. They are all lined up for their payoff. Every single excuse these paid-off lackeys give for the pipeline is a lie. Only 35 jobs after construction. The pipeline is not safe, and all refined oil going to foreign companies. Given the complicated refining and pricing system for oil, gas prices will actually go up.
Government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
Now that corporations are people, Republicans only recognize these wealthy corporate persons and work just for them to the harm of the American people. So here's a simple picture of the Keystone XL pipeline and what it means for the American public.
Forget about the fact there are only 35 jobs created. Forget about the fact all the oil will go to foreign countries. Forget about a foreign corporation violating Americans' rights. Forget that the Kalamazoo River dilbit spill here cost almost $1 billion to clean up. Forget about this dilbit spill taking over 8 years to clean up. Forget about gas prices going up as a result of the new pipeline. Just forget all this. Forget about the fact the old Keystone pipeline has leaked over 30 times. Forget about Keystone engineers saying a major spill is planned for every 7 years. Please just forget all this and let this foreign corporation screw you over in spades. Please just let the Keystone XL pipeline be built. Trust me. Just trust me. Oh yes, one last thing, ignore that refining this sulfur-laced tar sand crud for fuel will be a horrendous ecological disaster.
Forget about all that you usually let in skies, because if the Keystone-like kind does not happen, we can cash these checks. How's that, Mitch? Was that good, Turtle Boy?